All right, and we're live. Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings. Let me increase the volume a little bit.
It's 6:30. Time for the TarotOracle show.
So we're increasing the volume a little bit because last night they said I was a little low. So I jacked the volume a little bit. Trina, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Appreciate you. Joy and Sarah, thank you so much. Ellie Mae, Tracy, we got Neve. What is going on? Good to see everybody. And how are you doing this fine Wednesday night? It is a beautiful Wednesday night. It was like 103 degrees here in Texas. So that is, that's pretty toasty indeed. All right, let's go to Joy. Joy says, yo, what does David the Leo think about our current relationship, about the love, about the passion, about all of the good stuff that's involved with any relationship that goes on today? Oh my, the Tarot Tower is broken again. Let's see what's going on by going to the Tarot Tower and making it work. Let's see, Tarot Tower. Did he go to Tower Cam and then try it again? And yes, we do have a Tarot Tower now. There we go. All right, it is going to fall. Okay, you know, that's gonna be one of them days. Gonna be one of them days where the Tarot Tower falls and all the things happen today. And let's put everything back on here. Oh. Okay. All right. Now we'll try it one more time. We'll try it one more time. The Tarot, there we go. The Tarot Tower. The Tarot Tower is real. It's over here. We're going to grab from this, the Modern Love Tarot. That's what we're going to start off with over here. Joy, thank you for your other donation. Loma, welcome. Andrew, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Hope everybody's having a fun hump day, otherwise known as Wednesday night. And, you know, we're going to see what happens. We'll see what happens on the beautiful Wednesday night over here. Definitely very nice. Only 102 degrees. That's, you know, that's a cold front in Texas. I'll tell you now. That is literally a cold front in the great state of Texas. All right, let's see. What does David the Leo think of our relationship? Very nice, the world. And the Knight of Cups. Not really playing around here. David thinks quite a bit, quite a lot. David really likes the relationship as is. I think David has a good sort of perspective on the relationship too. David's kind of a realist, right? You are looking at sort of a Leo feel here, but they are a realist. In other words, they know what it takes to kind of keep a relationship going. They understand the kind of things that make it work and make it not work. I think they're either well practiced or they're well read on kind of, relationships with people, talking to people, having connections with other people, and sort of showing their emotions and appreciation and stuff like that. Overall, the world says they're just sort of well traveled and they know what it takes to keep a relationship going. So I think that is the main thing, right? Absolutely the main thing. The Knight, you have two of them. They're definitely on a forward movement thing here, right? Wise one, thank you for your donation. But yeah, they're on a forward movement perspective here. They want to get to the next level. They want to move into the next thing. They want to expand, explore. They definitely don't want to sit there and stagnate and see nothing happen. A lot of nice, a lot of movement, a good fire energy, especially with that wand. Just kind of means, yeah, this is something that I need to do. Something that I need to move forward. I need to appreciate. I need to make it happen. Michelle, welcome. How are you doing? But yeah, especially with the Knight of Cups, otherwise known as a Mr. Romance, does have, people on their shoulder, kind of hanging out. Definitely a social kind of person, as well as sort of that Leo feel. Helps a lot with any social thing, relationship thing. They kind of know where they're at and where they want to go. So that's a good thing. You don't want somebody who's like a complete newbie. They don't have no clue what's going on. They don't know how to keep a relation. This is not what you want. Ain't nobody got time for that, is what I'm saying. Anyway, Sarah wants to know, should I keep looking or should I apply for a head department? It is expensive. Oh my. Apply for Careel head apartment. Okay, all right. I'm looking for a place to live, not sure sort of where to settle down, find the expensive one. Everything's expensive, like the apartment rent. From when I was looking, when I was living in an apartment 2 years ago, the apartment rent has doubled in a year. Like a year ago, it wasn't like this, but it has successfully doubled all the rent. Lover, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. How are you doing on this fine hump day? What's going on? All right, let's do a little Chiro Marchetti deck with a Chiro Marchetti cloth. You got to have that combo. You got to get serious with the combo, Get a Chiro thing going is what I'm talking about. All right, let's get serious now. Keep looking or apply for this expensive apartment over here, because you never know. Never know. Sarah seems to be good with the jobs and good with getting some good salaries and whatnot. So maybe we can afford the expensive. Expensive apartments do have advantages, right? Because you have the extra services. Usually it's built a little bit better so you can't hear the neighbors like making love at 3 a.m. or what have you. But anyway, let's see if Sarah should apply for this or not. You got a 5 of Wands over here. It is when it can be competitive with this. Magician, you do have this action over here, sort of just moving forward, but also just sort of a disappointment kind of feel with a Page. I would say keep looking. At this point. We got a couple of hints here. Let's go through these. The biggest thing is the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands with a little bit of the fiery feel there does kind of indicate that it is something that's competitive out there, but the more expensive ones are not going to be competitive. They're going to be kind of settled. They're going to be kind of relaxed with that. Magician says you have other and better options. I think the grand total thing here is sort of the 5 of Cups over here. You're going to be disappointed. What could that mean? Number one, it could mean that, hey, I do put out the fat cash, put all of this stuff in the, making this expensive apartment. And then I get there and they nickel and dime me for trash services, extra water services, gym services. Like all of a sudden they're adding like this boatload of fees, and it's just a crappy apartment. Come to find out, Magician says sort of keep looking with this 5 of Cups again. So there's something in there you're not going to like, you're going to be disappointed with. Definitely trying to find something. The cards do say, the cards do recognize that it's difficult to get a place to live. It's just sort of hard to find a good apartment right now. Price ranges are all over the place. Rent has literally doubled in many things with that. And the Page of Cups is ultimately, you're not going to find anything that is perfect in your price range, but you're going to have to kind of do a little bit of justice kind of thing, right? A little Libra. Like, I'm going to balance out the price with the services, or the price with kind of the people, because you don't want, crime-ridden apartment with this great price. So you got to balance everything out. And I think that's sort of where that is sort of indicating. Balance everything out. Ultimately, I would say keep looking, keep scanning, dive in there and go find the next apartment. All right, we got Trina is next. Trina, thank you so much for your PayPal donation. I appreciate that. Trina says, whatever is on the mind, whatever comes up, whatever is out there, whatever kind of exciting things are adventurous tonight. I mean, that's it. That's it. It's all about adventure and excitement kind of things with that. Yeah, Sarah, I just don't say Sarah, and I'm kind of looking for like a movement card, Sarah, like the Chariot. My favorite moving to an apartment card, which is the Seven of Swords, because he's grabbing his stuff and he's going with it. I mean, I got none of that. I got literally none of that. And I'm kind of confused with it. But I mean, it just says, it just kind of says go and be merry. Go and be merry with that. I mean, there it is. All right. Let's see. What else is going on with the Trina? Whatever comes up, whatever ideas, whatever inspiration that we do have over here. Four of Cups. Man, that Five of Cups is back. I shuffle the deck. The Five of Cups sneaked right back into the reading. I mean, okay, kind of odd, but yeah. A 5 with a 4, also very interesting too. All right. It is a level of not finding what we need. And that's kind of where the focus is for this particular reading. We're not finding what we need. We're not finding the focus that we need. We're not finding the directionality that we need. We're not finding the opportunities that we need. We're just not running into the stuff that we need. And that is kind of the feel of here with that page, right? The Page of Pentacles. Opportunities kind of stifled right now. It feels like things are pulled back. Things are not sort of on the expansive realm, the expansive sort of traits that we're looking for, we're excited about, and what have you. You got a Queen of Cups as well. We're just not having the excitement that we kind of need in this sort of time, but is a little bit pulled back. Maybe it's because sort of the heat is sort of coming. We got a little bit of that summertime sort of hitting full steam ahead right now, but we do have a Five of Cups with a level of disappointment because we're not able to locate what we sort of need, what we sort of have that is going to be a good opportunity with that. So we're sort of stifled as far as getting some big opportunities right here. We're sort of just pulled back. So let's see, when is this going to sort of dissuade or sort of go away? All right, we do have a lot of good things coming. So this is a good sort of a follow-up with that. And Ten of Swords says a lot of this is sort of cut out. A lot of this ends. A lot of this is concluded. I would say like first week of next month, second week of next month, definitely kind of an August feel, right? It's just sort of at the heat of the moment. The 10 says a lot of this is relieved. It's pulled off. It's removed from our back. And the Ace of Swords says we have an initial communication, new communication about something that we can move forward to. We can figure out. We can get excited about. So overall, I like it. I like it. So yeah, you're looking for, again, first, second week of August. I think some of these things are being, things are being pulled back. And I do think a lot of doors are going to be opened up to you as that approaches, in my opinion, of course. And with the opinion of the Ciro Marchetti decks, because we got the Ciro Marchetti cloth down here, still waiting for the cloths that I paid for a year and a half ago. I paid for some cloths. I still don't have them. I'm emailing them. I'm kind of tired of emailing them, I'm like, hey, I paid like a year and a half ago. I should be able to do. Of course, it's like, well, then you had the COVID, and then you had another COVID, then you had another COVID, then you had another COVID. Now you have the monkeypox. Now you have the bird flu. Now you have the, the Black Plague or whatever is next that is causing all the disruptions to everything. So I waited a year and a half. I got 5 of them. So I paid about $150 for 5. No, it was like 25. I paid about 115, way back when. And I still don't have anything. So I'm waiting. I'm a patient kind of guy. I'm just waiting for my claws to come in. So hopefully after all of the bird flus and the monkey flus and everything else subsides, we can get that shipped over. Apparently they had 80,000 orders, so I'm sure somebody else is going to have these tarot claws somewhere in the ether. There's somebody else who's going to have some tarot claws out in the ether, so just be aware. I may not be the only one. Traditional manga tarot is going to be up next. We did get a new deck of cards today. We got the MJ Colleen, the night, the creatures of the night or something like that. Anyway, I got to unbox that. I got that from Amazon today. Pretty excited about that one. I mean, not as excited as the other one. MJ, I don't know. I'm kind of getting that Chiro Marchetti feel from her decks. I mean, the decks are great, but there's only so many I need. I got the Crow, I got the Grimalkin Tarot, and now I got the Creatures of the Night or whatever. I don't know. Monkey flu. I mean, it could be anything. I don't know what's next. I don't know what's next. Maybe it's the cat and dog flu or something. I don't know. Apparently, there's it's enough to shove it back a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? Eric, I thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. Joy wants a follow up. Leo, the David, the Leo of the David says, hey, they want to move forward. Had a couple of nights in the last read. Pretty clean read on that last one. I really like it. So what's the current feeling, right? What they think a lot. They want to move forward, all of this other stuff. The current feeling, you have the star and the sun. That's what you need here. That is a beautiful follow-up, right? That is the beautiful follow-up from the previous reading. Absolutely. You got that Seven of Wands, a little bit hesitant at first, a little bit pulled back, not as excited as they originally had been about it. But man, really warmed up to it. The star and the sun. Beautiful combo. Like what are someone's feelings for me or what's going on? The star, right? We have that initial connection. We have that almost feels like a permanent connection. And that's a beautiful thing, especially next to the sun. Sort of highlighted. The whole thing is warmed up. You definitely have a beautiful connection with this individual. And it just looks fantastic. Joy. Between the other reading and this reading, you got some great cards, and I mean some fantastic cards. That's really what you kind of need with that. Wise One is next. Wise One is like, what is coming in the next 7 days? Give me the White Fly Tarot. I give the White Fly Tarot indeed. It's all the way over here, but it's still here. We still got it. We're going to grab into the Tarot Tower. The White Fly Tarot is a good deck. A little stinky at first. It had a bit of a wafting issue to where you had to take it out of the box. You had to take it out of the plastic and sort of separate it around the room until the smell went away. After the smell went away, it's been pretty good. I mean, it's a good reader. It's kind of cute. A lot of good things with it. But that initial smell was quite potent indeed, and it definitely got my attention, to say the least. What's coming in the next 7 days? What's happening with all of that? 9 of Cups into a 7 of Swords. So like somebody's moving in. Somebody's moving towards your direction. Somebody's definitely sort of coming around. Maybe this is a new person. The Moon. This is somebody that affects you emotionally, that definitely pulls you in. It definitely gets your attention, gets you emotionally kind of just hyped up, gets your attention. Something's happening with this individual coming around. 7 of Swords, as always, sort of sneaking out, moving in, definitely sort of grabbing something and running in, but it has almost sort of a pattern that it's following, like the person's following a pattern or the person has some agenda or something like that. The Moon, this person is very resonant with you. They definitely pull your emotions into different directions and whatnot. 9 of Cups, overall, you're kind of glad to see them. So it's maybe a positive input, sort of good news, maybe sort of bringing in. Let's get sort of one more card with that. Ace of Wands, or maybe a call to action too. Interesting. Maybe a little bit of a call to action, like I need something done, or we need something in this direction, or we need something to be happening here. Be random with me. Welcome. Good to see you. How you doing tonight? Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. All of the good stuff with that. Anyway, Tara, welcome to the stream. What's going on? Tara says Virgo. Okay. It sounds like that Tara may be a Virgo. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, you do have somebody coming in, pulling, definitely maybe have an agenda of something for you to do, something requesting. Overall, so kind of glad to see them. Interesting indeed. So there you go. That's kind of what's happening in the next 7 days. A little white fly tarot action over there. I want to break out a deck that we have not used in a little bit. What's headed for me soon? Let's go with the Dracan Tarot, kind of the Dragon Tarot. I like the homemade kind of watercolor, maybe kind of look to this. I really like this. Kind of cool. Dracan Tarot. We haven't used it a lot. I gotta say, the Dragon Tarot kind of stole the Dracan's Tarot's thunder. It really did, right? The Ravenous Dracan Tarot, the Dragon Tarot stole a little of its thunder. It really kind of got the whole dragon theme and just did it better overall. But yeah, this is the Ravenous Dracan. I don't know how you pronounce it. I just know that I like it. I like it. You too. I thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's pull this out and see what's going on. What is headed towards me soon? We got to change. What kind of modifications? What kind of interesting things are happening with the near future, at least? A little Dracan, near future to say the least. 10 of Pentacles and a Tower. Okay, what is leading up to that? Wheel of Fortune and a 2 of Cups. Wow. Well, definitely some. Okay, we got two different aspects of sort of what's headed towards you. So, first one is almost like a love change, or things happening in love, things graduating, things perpetuating in love, sort of pulling us into different directions here. 2 of Cups, interesting. Usually, and I'm going to lean this direction. You're really kind of looking at meeting somebody, maybe somebody love, maybe some sort of a passionate thing, maybe sort of an interesting connection or something like that. Definitely something new that comes and pulls your emotion. You are talking about the Lord of Love with the 2 of Cups, somebody that pulls our emotions, someone that definitely gets our interest and sort of piques our interest. Definitely something cool with that. Wheel of Fortune. Oh man, things are getting disrupted. Basically, your day-to-day life is being disrupted. That's what you're talking about, the Wheel of Fortune into a Tower. This combo is an interesting one. It definitely sort of points one direction and one direction only. It sort of says what I do on a day-to-day basis, what I have, the windows of opportunities that come around, the things that I do, the patterns that I have, the habits that go on, they're in for a change. Tower versus Death. Tower is more of a dramatic change in what we do. Something definitely sort of either disrupting sort of the wheel as the wheel rolls, it hits the Tower, or it bumps up against the Tower. We just talked about the Crow Tarot, and now we have a crow in here indeed. That is interesting. Definitely a disruption for day-to-day activities, day-to-day things that we do. 10 of Pentacles. It's a new opportunity that you need to have. We talk about the Tower all the time by the way, my book, if you want it, you get a copy, a link in the description. But we talk about that in my book, in the second book, and my third book. We talk about that very actively, that the Tower versus Death card. The Tower is more of a dramatic change. It's not a subtle change. Death is kind of maybe an upgrade. The Tower is definitely things happening with that. 10 of Pentacles after the Tower, because after you do have a dramatic card like the Tower, you want to know what happens after, right? It's like the cliffhanger on the TV show. You got to wait a week to see what happens. 10 of Pentacles is that week, is the ending of the cliffhanger. It says we're able to rebuild. We're able to make something different. And overall, it makes things a little bit better. Because a lot of times you'll have a 5 of Swords over here. The Tower affected us dramatically. Things are not better. But when you have a 10 of Pentacles, you are looking at the improvement from the big change, the big dramatic motion, the big dramatic thing that happened. So this is looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. Definitely sort of a price to pay for the admittance, but if you're willing to pay that price, if you're willing to go forward with that, that is pretty good indeed. Joan, what is going on? Good to see you. All right, we got IL. What I don't see coming. You didn't see that I was going to use the Pixel Tarot. That's what's coming. Little bit of a pixel tarot action over here. Spirit Messenger Sheila, welcome. Good to see you. Is this our traditional Sheila? Did you rename? Is that what's going on? Sheila, let me know. Are you our traditional Sheila that comes around and you just renamed, or are you a new Sheila? We got a few Sheilas. I think over the years we've had 3 different Sheilas, maybe, I guess. Anyway, let me know. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, please hit that like and sub button. Kind of light tonight. Kind of a little bit on the slow side tonight, but that's okay. We'll spend a little more time with the readings. Get some free readings in there. It does say free live tarot reading, so I mean, hey, throw it out there. All right, what do we see coming? Oh, Jesus. Definitely an alteration in sort of a connection that we have. An alteration in a current connection that we have. Current connection with somebody important, maybe a friend, maybe a lover, sort of moving into that direction. When you do have a cutting card like the 10 of Swords, you're talking about the ending of the conclusion or something like that into something new, something different. So IL, you could be looking at a big modern change in our relationship or in some of the people that we talk to, or maybe a new opportunity, a new person coming in around the 6. It really feels like that is sort of an interesting thing. This is a person that needs something. They need something. And that's kind of a weird, I guess, 2 of Cups. I mean, that happens all the time, right? We meet somebody, we fall in love, and turns out they need money, or turns out they need attention, or they definitely have some need that is not being presented by the rest of the world, and we're kind of expected, or we're kind of, assumed to be the person that's going to do that, since we're kind of the most important person. So the hierarchy of people, all of a sudden you're higher in the hierarchy, and therefore you have to provide something. It could be attention. It could be literally money. It could be some stuff like that happening with that. But it's definitely sort of an ending to something, the beginning of something else. Now, 2 of Cups as a beginning is a good beginning. Would I rather have seen an Ace of Cups if we're going to have some sort of a new connection with a person? I think that's, I think that's okay. But, I mean, the 2 of Cups is a good connection coming in from a sort of a difficulty or a termination of another one. The 6 is they need something. What could that be? Could be attention, again. Could be literally money. It could be a situation where they need saving. I don't know. They need something. And the 6 of Pentacles are like I talk about in my book too. Where's the 6 of Pentacles at? You have these cards that have a person giving and have a person receiving. Which one are you? Like what role does this sort of indicate? You got to kind of put it in the perspective of, the other cards around it. YouTube user, welcome and thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. When you have it around a 2, it means you're kind of in charge. You're the one giving out, right? Because this sort of represents a choice. And I think that's the big opportunistic thing here. We represent a choice. We're going to give it to this person or give it to this person. We have to balance it out with the scales. But the choice here means it's your choice. So you do have a choice. You do have an opportunity to give, and that could be something that's great, or could be something that weighs on us quite a bit. Yeah, you just got to see. So there, you definitely didn't see that coming. Didn't see that 10 and 2 combo coming out of that. V, I thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. Rumors gossip about you at work. V's got that drama at work up in here. V, you got that drama up here and here at work. Definitely in there. All right, YouTube user is next. YouTube user says, hey, is a job going to be, that's all I want. I want a safe job, right? I just want a safe job. I want things to settle down. I just want things to sort of ease up with all of that. All right, can we do that? Let's go to the Tarot Tower and let's get us the Kawaii Tarot. There, I saw another Kawaii Tarot on Amazon. It was like yesterday. I was like looking on Amazon and I found another Kawaii Tarot. I don't know if it's like a reprint or if it's the same one. It just like happened to be in the new section. I mean, I don't know. But I'm kind of interested. I guess I'll do another Kawaii. If they release like 9 Kawaii Tarots, I'll go ahead and buy them all. Screw it. I mean, as long as Amazon's I just said coleslaw. As long as Amazon does not charge me $40 a deck, which it seems that they're going to do, by the way. If you watch the news, by the way, hit that like and a sub. You're going to see the news. You're going to see all the new lessons that are coming out. You're going to see all the tarot unboxings. I just got the 78 Animal Tarot. I got 5 people that are mailing me a tarot deck for me to check out. I got tons and tons of unboxings still to go. I still got the Knights Templar Tarot I got to unbox. I guess I'll do that tomorrow. All right, Kawaii Tarot. Current job safe until December. Man, it just looks like it. It looks clean. It looks like it. It looks like it. You got the 4 of Wands. Traditionally, you are looking at that being home, right? You know, we're at home, a new home, but it is a happy home, happy family. It's settled. The 4 is indeed a stable card. It's a stable number, stable card. You're really going to kind of lean into this because it's what you need with the 4 of Wands. So yes, ultimately, you're looking at a thumbs up. I like it. Thumbs up. Maybe we get a party balloon after the thumb. I mean, can we do a party balloon and the thumbs? Is that the party balloon and the thumbs up? Maybe. Lovers. Lovers is our second big indicator here. It says you got people that like you, you got people that support you. And we're going back to your previous reads, right? This is the job where people do have you substituting for management. People do appreciate you. You did get a raise. So, I mean, you know, it's the same thing. Ultimately, the Fool says when you want to leave, it is your choice to leave. They don't give you the boot. They don't put on the boots and then kick you in the ass with it. Just not something they're going to do. Not something they're going to do. You have this clean, pretty much nice, you know, attitude there. Are you getting paid what you want? No. Is there a lot of competitive things? There's a lot of stress. Yes. But you know you're getting another job. Well, we've seen that in the previous rating. You know you get another job, just pretty solidified there. The Fool says I'm willing to take the adventure when it comes. It's not something that I just need to do immediately, right? It's not emergency. The Fool's not like an emergency card. You definitely don't want one of those. Definitely don't want. Like, what's in it for me? Oh, an emergency. You don't. I know what time for that, right? With this big tower moment, maybe a death shoving into the death with a 10 of swords over. You just don't have any of this. You got a clean, you got a nice thing. All right, I just looked it up. It's the Kawaii Tarot coloring book. So if you want to color this yourself, which I have no idea why would you want to do that, but if you're, I mean, hey, if you're like, I love coloring. I used to like coloring books a little. Then I started painting. I'm like, screw coloring books. But, you know, I mean, if you're going to do a coloring book, just make your own art at that point, right? Just open up the iPhone, the iPad, what have you, get Procreate up and start making some stuff at least. Anyway, that's it. But yeah, I looked at it. It's the Kawaii Tarot coloring book. I guess. Anyway, V's got the gossip. V's got the hot gossip at work. And unfortunately, it might be about them. Gossip is always fun at work until it's about you. And then you're like, well, Jesus, I mean, that's not something I wanted. That ain't something I want. If I'm going to gossip about you, if I'm going to gossip about you, I'll be honest with you right now. I'm going to do the This Might Hurt Tarot. This Might Hurt Tarot is a good old gossip kind of thing. It's kind of what you need, right? We need to see where the gossip's going, what the gossip's happening, what's going on with all of that. You do like the Kawaii Tarot. It is cute. I like the Kawaii Tarot. I'm just saying a coloring. I mean, I guess I'm too old for a coloring book. That's my thing now, right? I'm just too old for a coloring book. I've out-aged coloring books, I guess. I mean, you know, that may be a thing. Maybe I've just aged too much. I'm like the grandpa now that tells the kids to get off the lawn or something. And, you know, has the regales and the stories of the high school football. You know, yells at the kids for getting on the lawn. I walked 20 miles to school in the snow, uphill both ways. Maybe that's me. Maybe I've just outlived my coloring book lifestyle. I don't know. Anyway, we got gossip. We got people talking about V. We got people discussing V behind their back. What's going on? The 3 of Swords of the Hermit, the Page of Pentacles. Somebody, all right. All right. I think this is a pretty clear one. This is a pretty clear one there. D, I thank you for your PayPal donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, let me know what your question is. All right. Should I leave my husband and go back home? Oh, geez. That you got heavy quick. You got heavy mighty quick. All right. People want you to leave. Somebody wants you to leave. All right. I'm just going to straight up on you here. Somebody wants you to leave. The Hermit. They want you out of there. The Three of Swords, that cutting action, that disappointment, right? Fatine, I thank you for your donation over PayPal. Appreciate it. Somebody wants you to leave. That's the gossip. That's the rumor. Somebody just wants you to leave. Somebody doesn't like you over there. And they are quite vocal indeed. They got the Page of Pentacles. Now, I'll be honest with you. This is the same person that's been talking about leaving themselves. This is not somebody who's just, clean cut. They've been there 108 years. And I'm just saying, they've been thinking about leaving themselves, and they have expressed, things like that. But they apparently just want you to leave. The Hermit, the isolation with that, the disappointment, the heartbreak, the Three of Swords. It could be somebody that just sees you being a superstar up there at work and is like jealous. I mean, I'm not saying maybe they're just jealous. You see people like that. They like look and they're like, man, that person does a lot of work over there. I don't like them just because they're good. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, but yeah, that's the current gossip. They want you to leave. It's one person. It's not like a big group of people. It's one very vocal person. That vocal person has also expressed interest and disappointment in the job, and they're talking about leaving as well. So, hey, just outlive them. Wait them out. Wait them out. I think that's the best thing. Just wait them out. And after they leave, that's the only person that was complaining. So, I mean, you'd be like, bye. Whatever, bye. Have a nice day. Anyway, D is over here instead of PayPal. All right, the question. Okay. D is getting thick and meaty very quickly. Fatine, thank you for your other donation over PayPal. Appreciate you. All right. Should I leave my husband and go back home? Well, before we dive into that one, entertainment purposes only. Never leave your husband based upon a random dude on YouTube reading tarot cards. Okay, D, you know what I'm saying? Never abandon your husband based upon some random dude on YouTube. Okay, can we go over that one more time? Maybe I don't think we should, but I think that I'm pretty clear. I think I'm pretty clear on that. You definitely don't want to make rash decisions here. Nine of Swords, the Empress, and the Star. Oh man, this is a whole lot of no. I mean, this is a don't let. This is a we can work it out. Like the Beatles song, this is a nice level set, level headed kind of thing. The Star with the Empress, just you don't need to go back home. The Star says you're guided in the direction that you need. Now the tarot does recognize clearly. The tarot does recognize clearly that the Nine of Swords says you have some difficulty. And you have some problems, and you have some things that aren't getting resolved, that need more attention, that need to get settled down. And you're going to have to address that face up, right? You're going to have to go full in. You have to go full 100%. The Star and the Empress says you have a comfortable, good relationship. Don't ditch it. You got to keep going. You got to keep with it, right? We can work it out. You got to keep with it. And that is the important thing. But yeah. The Nine of Swords. I mean, it's not playing. You're done playing. When you see a Nine of Swords, you're done playing because the tarot understands. It's rough out there. There's a lot of things to be concerned about. I have a list. I'm sure D is like alive and could talk. They'd have all sorts of stuff they tell us about this relationship. But, at the end of the day, you got to just work it out. Fatine wants to work it out over here. All right, the Doctor going to be equivalent. Omar's last thoughts about me. We're going to go in reverse. I know this is the second one you did, but we're gonna reverse it because we like to live dangerously. We like to live dangerously by reversing the tarot readings from last to first, kind of a first in, first out. I mean, no, what is that? I'm an application developer. I can't remember basic logic. Anyway, last in, first out kind of thing, LIFO. I was leaning towards FIFO, and I was like, I don't think that works. All right. Omar's last thoughts about me. Five of Swords, Kings of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. They just have high hopes. They just have high hopes. We've seen that in a previous reading with one of yours, too. King of Pentacles. Omar's pretty comfy right now. Jaseena, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Omar's comfy right now with their situation. Right? Their situation. I think that's the predominant thought about you. Like, I don't need fatine. Is fatine a great asset in my life? For once, it's just, I love fatine in there. I love to do a little dancing under the moonlight, have some fun with that. Happy home, happy family with a little fatine. I wouldn't mind. But man, I sure am comfortable with what I'm doing. I've got in my own pattern. I have my own thing going. And it's just difficult for me to break out of that. Difficult for me to make big changes, dramatic things with that. I mean, me and Fatine have had the difficulty, right? We've had a little bit of the difficulty side. And I'm comfortable right now. Ultimately, would I love Fatine back? Maybe, but just not right now, right there, right? Just sort of comfortable. And there's always that one thing that you need to get you moving or to get your butt up and get moving. And they just don't seem to have that. But yeah, we'll do that. Anyway, all right, the next question with Fatine wants to know, will Dr. Ross, I don't know, I assume that's not Ross from Friends. With Dr. Ross is going to accept the equivalent of 2 courses, so I graduate this summer. Okay. Let's see. Are they going to accept the equivalent of 2 courses so I can just graduate? So it sounds like you're taking 1 course and they can give you an equivalency or something like that. I mean, maybe. If you move to another country, what deck you must bring? The Thoth, of course. I mean, you got to bring the Thoth. The Thoth is a necessary thing to pack in the suitcase if you're going anywhere. I mean, another country, another state, going to the dentist. It doesn't matter. You need the Thoth because the Thoth is where it's at. The Thoth is always where it's been, where it's at. You got a mini version of that thing you can take. I mean, calm down. You got it. Boo-boo. Welcome. Hope you're feeling better, boo-boo. How are you tonight? Good to see you. All right. Are they going to accept 2 for 1? 2 for 1. 3 of Wands. Oh, it says no. It says no. There may not be a 2 for 1 deal in here. Knight of Swords says you do present a good argument. They are kind of like, well, maybe I'm thinking about it. The 3 of Wands just says you got to go back. Got to go back to the future. Got to go back to school. You know, like the Rodney Dangerfield movie. You got to go back to school. Ace of Wands says you get 1 for 1. You don't get the 2 for 1. But I'm going to say no. That is going to be a thumbs down. Going to be a thumbs down. And that's kind of where you're at, you know. Little bit of a disappointment there, I gotta say. I was hoping for a 2 for 1. That'd be a good thing to do behind the readings. Like, what would qualify for a 2 for 1? Or what would be a 2 for? What would be a 2 for? I think that'd be kind of fun to figure that out. But anyway, in pain, if that makes any sense. I understand. All right, I hope you get better. Let's see. Technoblade want us to know after his death. Okay, so Technoblade apparently, well, living in the country for, I could see the Thoth. I'm outside with a hermetic and set. Maybe. I mean, you got room in the suitcase for 2. Anyway, so Technoblade was a popular video game streamer who recently passed away. We need a video game deck. We got some technology decks. I don't know, this one or the little avatar? I realize neither of these is a video game. Like, before y'all start lecturing me, I realize ain't neither one of these a video game, but they're both technology kind of thing. Power of the P and Erica, thank you for your donations. I appreciate you. I'm gonna lean here. We're still gonna use the little avatar, don't panic, but I am going to lean to the Phantom Tarot. The Phantom's a very technology. You can scan it with your phone app, and it gets all the fancy stuff and all of that stuff, you know. Anyway, Tracy doesn't know what to do with the Thoth. Tracy, I got a full course on the Thoth over there. I got a full course on the Thoth, and my course links you to another person who's doing another full course. So you literally have like 100 hours of Thoth stuff in my thing there. All right. Technoblade wants us to know after his death, if you're a popular video game streamer and you're like streaming Breath of the Wild, or you're streaming I don't know, You're streaming, oh man, Call of Duty, Breath of the Wild, Call of Duty, maybe Skyrim, and you suddenly die. What are you going to let people know? What's the first thing you want them to know? First of all, you got cheated. You got cheated. Justice card reversed. I got screwed. Okay. I was on, I was doing streaming. Everything was going well. So now I got what did they die from? Does anybody know what they died from? Let me see. Technoblade. Technoblade death. Okay. Let's see. Technoblade death. Technoblade died. How did Technoblade die? Dies from cancer. One of the most popular Minecraft players on YouTube died this week after battling with cancer. He finally divulged his name was Alex. Okay, I guess so. If I ever have cancer, which hopefully I don't, because I eat and I exercise really well. I try. I'm not saying that guarantees you won't get cancer, but I'm saying I'm giving it a try at least. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, they got screwed. The justice card, it wasn't fair. It just wasn't fair. At Page of Pentacles, they want you to know. They want everybody to know that it's not about what you do. It's about who you are. Not about what you do, it's about who you are. That is their passionate thing. Alex is reaching out from the grave. I want you to know, Page of Pentacles is not about what you do. Because you can get on and you can stream and you can do this. And there's Minecraft streamers, there's tarot streamers. It's about who you are as a person and what you do, right? What you do and who you are. And more who you are is sort of more important. Because I can watch any Minecraft person, but I just want to see the person that's fun, that I relate to, that we can, feel like I'm hanging out with them. So that's their message, right? The Page of Pentacles. King of Cups says definitely approach everything you do. Everything you do, approach it with passion. Don't do anything half-ass. Do not do anything half-ass. You do it 120%. If that's mowing the lawn, if that's doing a tarot stream, if that's doing a painting, you do it 120%. You don't let anybody get in your way, and you be the best of what you're doing. Absolutely. Tracy, well, congratulations for beating it all 3 times. That's amazing. It's really cool. Anyway, that's what Technoblade wants us to know, that, they're just giving us a peek from the afterlife. Giving us a little peek and said, it's all about who you are rather than your accomplishments in life. How does Kay feel about me? Let's break out the Victorian Romantic Tarot. Everybody, and I mean everybody, loves this. Everybody loves this indeed. YouTube user, I'd answered as the job safe. YouTube user, I answered it. Do you want to reverse maybe? Reverse maybe? But I did talk about it. Let me scroll up and look. YouTube user. Yeah, I did your reading, YouTube user. I can go ahead and put the timestamps, I guess. I can go ahead and put the timestamps in the video right now instead of later. And maybe that way it's easier to find or something like that. Let's see. All right. Let's go. Let's click that. Let's paste. All right. YouTube user, reload the video and you'll see timestamps. Chapters, and you have a chapter in there, and there's your reading. Anyway, Jaseena, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate you being here. How does Kay feel about me? Let's see what kind of good stuff we can get with a little bit of a Victorian Romantic tarot. I thought I had a button for this. I do not. Here we go, but I do have a graphic. So this, Victorian Romantic version 4, Victorian Romantic Tarot version 4. And let's see what it says about the feelings of Kay. 3 of Wands, the Moon, the 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is a good card. It is a nice love card. So if you're looking for kind of a love balloon action, love balloon kind of thing. The Moon says that Kay feels very emotionally resonant with you. In other words, they understand where you're at. They understand who you are. And they're very sort of almost, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say almost feels like a karmic kind of resolution or connection with the mate, because that does indicate a good connection emotionally. And that's a big piece of any puzzle, right? Emotional happiness, emotional connection, and stuff like that. Very important indeed. Three of Wands, they've looked elsewhere. They have looked elsewhere. Definitely something where they didn't just make the choice and close the door. I mean, the door has been closed and open. They took a little peek here and there. The Three of Wands were the King of Pentacles. I think ultimately Kay is interested in what makes Kay happy, and Kay is definitely focused on what makes Kay happy and what kind of things that they can do and what kind of things they can focus on that's going to get them where they need to be as far as happiness goes. The Three of Wands, right? They've looked, they've scanned, they've seeked, they've searched in form of the happiness with that. King of Pentacles into the Four of Wands is definitely interested, and they do have some good feeling. Emotional resonance. Four of Wands kind of says that the connection needs building. The foundation needs building. You're definitely not having something that's instant karma, 100% karma. You definitely have to build a foundation from the start, and there's definitely going to be some action that needs to be headed in that direction as far as that goes. Anyway, that is how they feel about you. Again, welcome to the stream. If you haven't already, hit that like and a sub. I greatly appreciate that. We got the only news program on tarot in the universe. We have it here. We have so many lessons. I have a gazillion playlists just for you. You can figure out how to get to all of the lessons. There's so many lessons. Been here 11 years. We have, 2,300 videos to choose from. So if you're looking for tarot, if you're looking for unboxing, tarot news, you're looking for live readings every night, this is the place to hang out. I'm telling you now, this is the place to hang out. Erica is like, look, I'm playing the Powerball. All right, I'm playing the Powerball. Will I have some luck? Will I have some luck in this Powerball? That is very interesting indeed. We're going to break out the thought for this because I love the thought for accuracy. And I'm telling you now, I did come up with a system of how to play basically lottery with tarot cards. All right, a system on how to play lottery with the tarot cards. I'm going to release that if I win anything. If I win something, even if I don't win something, I'll be like, maybe still. But anyway, I think I've come up with a very innovative system on how to read tarot cards with the Thoth deck. All right, with the Thoth deck. I'm not saying you have to have this. You can use any deck, but I think it's kind of important to come up with some kind of a system. So if you're going to, obviously, if you're going to use your intuition, you're going to use your intuition, right? But if you just want to use the tarot cards, you're like, I have my favorite deck over here. You know what I mean? Maybe it's the Dark Mansions, like my fave, and maybe it's the Anime Tarot is my fave, or what have you. Linda, welcome. Good to see you. Maybe it's even the Wonder World Tarot. But, at the end of the day, I just want to give you a system you can use for playing Powerball, playing the lottery, and whatnot. See what's going on with that, man. Any chance I have some luck tonight? I think you have better luck later, right? I think you have better luck later. I really don't think you win anything substantial here. I just don't see it, right? You're looking at the sort of maintaining a pattern, or maintaining your effort, or maintaining kind of the reality of playing this, putting it out there, letting the world know that you want some winnings and whatnot. The Magician says you're on the right track. This is something where you will win something pretty substantial. But the Devil says maybe not this time, maybe not this particular opportunity. So, just sort of keep playing. but just understand that this may not be it. And the magician says later is going to be the better opportunity. Power of the P, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. But yeah, you prefer the Thoth for accuracy. The Thoth is pretty good. But some people, like Tracy makes a good point, right? Some people are just not interested in one particular deck, right? One particular deck, maybe they're not interested in it. And maybe that's the Thoth. Maybe that's the Dark Mansion. Maybe that's the Wheel. Maybe that's the Modern Love Tarot. I don't know. But I definitely want a system that you can use with any deck, because all the tarot decks have the same kind of thing. I want a system we could use with any deck. All right, Magician says, better luck next time, basically. You do have opportunities definitely in the future, but this particular opportunity may not be the one that you want. The devil just kind of ruins it. Had we had the Magician, 10 of Pentacles, a 6 of Pentacles, I mean, you got a lot of big hint cards that, yeah, you're going to win something substantial, but ain't none of them here. Ain't none of them here, but that's it. Anyway, we got some water. Need some water up in here. All right. You want to, you're too lazy to get it. Just use the one that's closest to me. Linda needs a tarot tower. And so that way, Linda, they're all closer to you. Linda, they're all close to you. You just grab one. You just be like, yo, I'm going to get this one. I'm going to get this one today. That's what you need. Tarot tower, Linda. You need that. You need that power, that ability. I still need to contact my woodworking guy and get my tarot tower started with the wood. Because, you know, you need wood. And I need a woody tarot tower just because I need a woody tarot tower. YouTube user and I thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Can't find my damn keys. I had them an hour ago. Did the Gemini hide my keys? And where the hell are my keys? Well, if we get a Gemini card on this first reading, all right, as with always, we're going to have something that needs to be a little bit more focused, on stuff, right? Let's see what's happening here and see what's going on. All right, you know, can't find my damn key. I had them an hour ago. Where are they? A little lightweight. All right, we got that. We don't have any Gemini. You know, we got it. All right, let's look. Let's pick up the deck and wheel right now. Let's take a peek. We got a 10 of Pentacles, which is a Saturn and Sagittarius. Oh, no, what am I doing? 10 of Pentacles, which is Mercury and Virgo. So that ain't it. Got a Knight of Cups? No. Got a King of Swords? No. I don't see any Gemini influences in here. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. Job 411 wants to know the queue. We got 4 people in the queue. We got Power of the P and a couple of YouTube users. So there's only 4. It's pretty clean tonight. All right. Can't find the keys. 10 of Pentacles. It's still in your house. Nobody took it. It's still in your house somewhere. 10 of Pentacles, happy home, happy family. It's still in your house. Was there somebody in your house? Somebody else is involved with the keys. They moved them. At the minimum, they moved them, right? They moved them. You got a king and a knight. Okay, under books. They're on top of something. They're still in the house. Knight of Cups says somebody moved them or somebody relocated them. Maybe they borrowed them and took them and brought them back. But they're still in the house. I don't see any Gemini influences here. All I see is Mercury and Sag, and I just don't see any big Gemini influences. Now, I want to know if the Gemini hid my damn keys, right? Did the Gemini hide my keys? So that could be. That 7 of Pentacles had to just come out of there. 7 of Pentacles leaped out. About a minute 30, but thank you for being the bestest. Power of the P, you're quite welcome. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. Ace of Pentacles. So the second question is, did the Gemini move my keys around? Let's go back here. 8 of Wands is Mercury in Sagittarius. We just had Mercury in Virgo. We're back to Mercury in Sagittarius. If you communicate with somebody, they'll tell you. That's what I'm going with. Right? That's what I'm going with. Because we also got a Seven of Pentacles over here, which is Saturn and Taurus. We got a fixed, we got a mutable, and we got another mutable. So it's sort of like they were on the move right there. They're on the move right there. So yeah, we do have some furniture. Boo Boo's making a point. Around the couch. It's on top of something. Seven of Pentacles. Man, why is it above your head? We just had sort of, it was on top of something. And now she's looking upwards. Could it be somebody just like got it, threw it on top of the fridge? Somebody got it, threw it on top of the dresser? Somebody got it, threw it on top of something, maybe. It's interesting. But yeah, 8 of Wands. Somebody moved it. We're back. Somebody still moved it. We had 2 people before. Somebody moved it. Ace of Pentacles. Again, feels like it's on top of something. Everybody's looking up. People are looking up. That happens sometimes. You know, you're just busy. You're just throwing it on top of something and you're not really paying attention. Anyway, all right. That's the power of the P. That's the best I can do. Anne is next. Anne says, look, how's B's relationship going on these days? What did he say about me to their partner? All right. So B's over there. They're having a partnership good time. We need to know what's happening over there. Going to get some teddy bears to make it happen, right? Make it happen. A Taurus Virgo is also in his chart. Ooh, interesting. But yeah, we definitely didn't have any Gemini influences there, but we did have a lot of Mercury. When you see that much Mercury, it means that you got to communicate. And get an Apple AirTag and stick it on your keys. Apple AirTag on the keys. Makes life so much easier. All right. Anyway, Sheena, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Indigo, welcome as well. How's everybody doing tonight? It is Wednesday night. Having a good time over here. All right. How's the relationship going on these days with B? Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Hermit. They're still in a relationship, but they're really feeling isolated. In here, right? You got the Hermit. The Hermit's sort of nestled next to sort of the aloneness, but the party feel, the emotional thing kind of thing. Sort of this emotional aspect, emotional thing going on in here. Okay. What did they say about me to the partner? They basically said that they're glad to be disconnected from you, right? Glad to be disconnected from you. You see that pattern. King of Pentacles, I'm trying to build something with the new person, so I have to say something about the old person occasionally because it does get brought up and what have you. Queen of Cups, they have a good emotional resonance with their partner, but they really do feel alone. They feel abandoned. They feel like this is not the perfect partner, not the ideal partner, not the best sort of connection, the best sort of thing that they could get into, but overall they feel frustrated. With this, and the Hermit is kind of a frustrated card. You don't really want that in a partnership. You don't want that in a relationship. It just feels like I'm just disconnected, and that's the big kind of thing there. But they said this, they're sort of glad to be separated, or glad to be disconnected from you. That was the theme as well. Sort of a double action, double use Hermit. YouTube, I guess we're going to go ahead and end, Who wanted to ask a question? If you still want to sneak in a question, then feel free. Jobs 411. Feel free, and I will get that today. But I mean, for the rest of it, just kind of ending, kind of wrapping it up. Question below. Timestamp is cool. Okay, I'm glad that you like it. Okay, I think it was missed. I'll go back and listen. All right, I posted, work posted a new job. Jesus, that is a big donation. I'm not sure. Question for your live. Okay, whoever R is. R, let me know who you are. That is a massive donation. Thank you so much for your very generous donation. Katie, thank you for your donation as well. All right. Work posted a new job, 12-month coordinator position, reporting analyst. What are the chances of getting this? So, I mean, you're pretty much going for everything at this point, right? You're going for everything. You sort of get it done. Sheena, I'm sort of wrapping up a little bit. I don't really have anything to do after the stream. So if you want to donate, feel free. Basically, I've been playing Candy Crush. So I'm level 87 of Candy Crush. So anybody that played Candy Crush, is there an ending to that thing, or do you just keep going forever? I'm kind of curious. I'm on level 87. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe. Okay, you found the keys. Okay, where were they? Power the P. Where were the keys? Anyway, Marley's Tarot, welcome. What are the chances of getting this? Very good. 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. This is something that you do have to go in early. So if you can get in first, if you can get in early, that's going to be the big thing. Ace of Cups says that getting in early, getting in, sort of getting in now is definitely going to be very good for you, right? Very good for you. Having artist block TO. No, I'm getting pretty good. Power the P, thank you for your other donation. And 8 of Swords says people that come in later are not as prone to getting as people that come in early. Basically, go early. 9 of Pentacles says you have a good shot and making it happen. So overall, looking pretty good. No artist block that I'm aware of. I did start a new painting. Let me show you what the painting looks like. So here is my current painting. Here's my current painting that I'm working on. Yes, that is a painting. That's why her head is missing. Well, what the hell is this? Yeah, that's why her head is missing. Her hair is there, but her head's gone. But anyway, that is my current painting. So I got a beach scene. I got a little clouds and all that stuff. And then you got a couple of little kids and it looks like mom's, daughter's asking something. Anyway, that's my latest painting that I'm working on. So no artist block. It looks pretty clean. Anyway, let's see what's going on with that. Creating a new endeavor. Power the P. Thank you again. So who is Rick? Rick, are you in the channel? Rick, are you in the channel? Because you donated a lot over PayPal. Like you donated a lot over PayPal. And I'm looking and I don't see you. I do not see you. Rick, let me know what your question is. Kay, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. New job. What kind of job? As in, what am I doing? Let's see. What's the new job? What am I doing? I've never played Candy Crush. It's like something that you turn your brain off and you just do, right? You turn your brain off and you just click the button. So, the music gets really repetitive after 87 damn levels. I can tell you that now. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. By the way, we are ending soon. We are ending soon. So, YouTube user, I'm going to get your last reading and I'll hold it off into tomorrow. I need to figure out who Ricky is. Rick, if you're in the channel, let me know. So I need to message Rick and at least get him like a dedicated video or something for that. Job looks like, what am I doing? What is the new job? Page of Swords says you're still communicating with people. 8 of Swords says you're fixing things that you know nothing about. You're fixing things that you know nothing about, but you are sort of interactive with it. The Moon says that people need you. I really think high-level tech support. I'm back to the same thing. High level tech support. Basically Page of Swords and 8. It really feels like people need you. People appreciate you. People sort of really kind of need you to be there. And you are. You bring the emotions. You bring the good things with that. So I really think that's high level tech support. By the way, YouTube user Julie in the channel is a tech recruiter. Julie in the channel is a tech recruiter. So YouTube user, all right? YouTube user. That may be somebody. Buddy Israel. Okay, you're the one that donated. Thank you so much, Buddy Israel. Let me know what your question is. We'll get you. Thank you for your very generous question, by the way. Very generous donation. Okay. Going out Friday night. Gonna go bowling. I meet somebody there. What's going on? Power of the P, thank you for your other donation. By the way, we are ending eventually. We're ending soon. Ace of Swords. Yeah, you do meet somebody there. Four of Wands, Two of Pentacles. You meet somebody there. Definitely somebody interesting. Not somebody that is, you don't meet somebody that you're just enthralled with, but you meet somebody who's decent, basically. If you're willing to go with Ace of Swords, says new connection, new communication. Definitely something that you're excited about. Definitely something that's kind of cool, kind of interesting. Four of Wands, sort of a new home, new environment, new excitement with it. Two of Pentacles says you have to make some decisions here. You did. You did. It's not somebody normally that you would date, not somebody normally that you would engage with, but you definitely have to make a decision as far as, can I go forth with this? But yeah, you meet somebody. You opened up and ready to meet the next interesting person with that. Volunteer position for KD. Let's hook KD up. If KD wanted, with a PO knows, the PO knows, the volunteer position, all of that other stuff. Indigo, it was like crack, you know. Candy Crush is not too bad. Played Pokemon Go. I'm always afraid I'm going to get run over playing Pokemon Go, you know? Always afraid, like I'm going to walk into somebody's yard trying to catch a Pokemon or something, and they're going to shoot me or something, because I'm in Texas, you know? People are wild over here. People is like the wild, wild west over in Texas. So I'm always afraid I'm going to stumble into somebody's yard, they're going to chase after me. Anyway, they'll be like, yo, get off my lawn. Edgar Allan Poe wants you on their lawn. No, Edgar Allan Poe wants you on their lawn. All right, Katie, will I get the volunteer position? Is this something I'm capable of doing? And let's see. King of Wands, the Chariot, the Seven of Cups. I mean, for a yes or no question, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. We'll go with the thumbs up. We'll go with the thumbs up. I like it. The volunteer position does have a lot of different things you need to choose, though. A lot of different things that you could do. It's not like you need to do this one thing over here. It's not like that. You have a different opportunity. A Seven of Cups, as always, it's sort of different opportunities, different things I can engage in, I can chase after, I can have fun with. The Chariot is kind of the leaning where I'm saying yes, right? The Chariot, I'm moving into the position, I'm getting in there, making the motion. And the King of Wands, the fiery aspect that is in there, says, hey, this is something that I can do. It is something that I like. It's something that I want to engage in and do. So the PO knows. As with all things, the PO always, and I mean always, knows. K knows too. K's like, look, I need to land an offer for the new marketing job. All right, will I land an offer, get into the marketing job? We're going with jobs. We're going over to the Tarot Tower, and we're doing the standard Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. Golden Art Nouveau Tarot is what you kind of need, right? That's a beautiful, beautiful deck for this. It really is. Anyway, we'll land the offer for the new marketing job. We got Power of the P again. We got Power of the P twice. So nice. I had to go twice. You got YouTube user coming up again. And right now we're doing K. Land an offer. 7 says no. 7 kind of hurts in this. It was okay. I mean, it was okay. It was looking pretty clean. Because the 3 has multiple sort of instances or things that you can do to chase. The 3, okay, the 2. The 2 has multiple instances, multiple things you can chase. Number 1, it could mean the mastery of the dominion. It could mean I have control over that. I have the opportunity here. Page of Cups, a little bit of a confusion, a little bit of emotional resonance is not happening here. Ultimately, the no sort of comes from the 7 being reversed. We're going with a thumbs down here with a no. 7 reversed just means I'm not able to sneak in. I'm not able to move in, getting the offer for that. It means sort of keep looking. There are other opportunities, are other jobs out there for that. You're just not a good emotional resident, not a good emotional connection here for this particular thing. So I'm going to go with no on that particular question. All right, YouTube user has a Friday night question that we just did. Two other questions before the one you're doing right now. Posted reports, everyone says that YouTube user, I did all your questions. According to my application, I did all of your questions. We should be 100% caught up and see what's going on. Buddy Israel is next. They donated a mountain of money over PayPal. All right, how does Theresa feel about me? We'll see what's going on with that. Get the good, there'll be really sort of a good resident feeling with here. We're going back to the one that we do quite a bit, which is a Modern Love Tarot for any good reading for emotions, kind of relationships, and all of that other stuff. And kind of see what's going on with that. All right. How does Theresa feel about me? Let's see if we can get some good stuff in here. Get some good stuff. I got a good feeling about it initially. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. With that and the Chariot. All right. Theresa's an all or nothing kind of gal. Theresa's an all or nothing kind of feeling, right? It's like I'm going in 100%. I'm going to see where it goes. I'm going in 100%. I'm going to see where it goes. It's a very sort of the big thing here. Will it go well? I think there's a good possibility that it can go well. It will go well. But the Hermit, right? The Hermit. Theresa overthinks everything. Just overthinks everything. They approach things from a different perspective than most people. They're overanalyze things that should not be analyzed. But how do they feel about you? Very good. Very good. But, and there is a but, and you can't really have a but because the Hermit, okay, had you replaced the Hermit with like the Lovers, the Ten of Cups, we wouldn't have this conversation. But there is a but in here. But overall, how do they feel about you? Very good. Very good. Let's go with the love balloons. Very good with that. So what are our indicators? The Chariot. I'm willing to move forward. I want to move forward. Because a lot of people, if they're not interested, if they feel it's a dead end, if they don't have a good resonance with you, they're just going to move on, right? They're going to go to the next thing. But the Chariot says, I don't want to move on. I want to keep it going. So it's not a 10 of wands, or it's not a 10 of swords, right? Sort of too incumbent upon me, or something I need to cut. It's not a 3 of swords. It is a Chariot. I want to move forward with this. Into, what do we want to move forward into? A 2 of Cups. But again, they do overanalyze it a little bit, and it is an all or nothing kind of feeling with that. But the 2 of Cups is the Lord of Love, next to the Sun. When we talk about the Sun, we're talking about it really illuminating other cards. And when you have foliage in the 2 of Cups, the Sun gets the foliage and it makes it better. It improves it. It shines a beautiful light onto the Lord of Love and gives it more power, more energy, because the Sun is all about energy, and it gives that energy over here. The Emperor says, ultimately, you have more control than Theresa does over this interaction. And I know it doesn't seem like that. And I say that because you're asking how they feel about us, right? But you have more control in this interaction than they do. So you can set the tone. If you want to set the tone for the Lord of Love with the Sun next to it, you can do that. If you want to set the tone for the Chariot, let's get moving, let's move forward with this, you can do that. But ultimately, you have more power, more control with that. The Sun energizes, the Sun makes things more powerful. And the fact that it's right next to a bunch of very, very good cards definitely points you in the direction that you need to go. All right. And hopefully you like that. All right, next question. We have Power the P has a double dono, anything I can be excited about happening. By the way, this is the last question of the evening. Power of the P. Going to wrap us up tonight. We're going to go over here to the Tarot Tower. We're going to get the most neglected tarot that we have in the deck. And we're going to get it out and make it happen right now. Make it happen right now. Anything I can be excited about happening. Let's see what is exciting in your near future indeed. What kind of things with that? Magician with the King of Wands. You know what? This really, so I bought the Llewellyn I bought the Llewellyn guide, like the yearly guide, you know, the yearly astrology guide. And it said right now is the time to create, the time to get energized, the time to put forward energy and things to make it happen. And that really kind of points to what we're looking at here, because the Magician next to the Ten of Swords, whatever you need to cut out to get started, to get rebooted, to get energized, to get going, is going to be focused. It's going to be very focused and very much where you need to be. So that basically it. Cut out anything that's in your way and get energized, get focused, and make it happen. And that is such a powerful message for tonight. That is such a powerful message because, again, they were talking about this is the Llewellyn astrology calendar, and get focused, get moving. And that's a good thing because the King of Wands is about balancing out the things that you need to do with the things that you want to do. So definitely get that mode of I'm balancing things out, but I need that energy. The Magician says this is a time to create. This is a time to innovate. This is a time to make it happen, and definitely lean in that direction and do the things that need to get done. So there you go. That is exactly what you need to be excited about. And with that, I am out of here. Hopefully y'all excited to join me tomorrow. We will see you then.